Before I start this video, I just want to let y'all know this is my opinion, so, don't go too hard on me for having my own opinions. I understand that some of you might not like them, but please keep in mind these are my opinions. You can have your own opinions. You can call me wherever you want, but just want to let you all know that before I start this video. Anyway, to the video. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, back from another video. I know it's been like a month or so, it's kind of awkward coming back right now, but, anyway, I got a new video for you guys, and because, the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout Beta just came out for PS4, because us PC and Xbox players, get left in the dirt a lot, because you know how PS4 is obviously superior. So, yeah, Blackout came out for PS4 yesterday, so now seems like a beautiful time to put out my opinions on the Blackout, or the Black Ops 4 multiplayer beta. So, I've actually had this video ready for a hot minute, I never got around to recording the audio like I am right now, so, I made this video back before August, or when the beta, I think I did it right when the beta ended, which was like the 15th, I think. It's now the 11th of September, so, yeah, we're doing that. But anyway, I got some opinions to say, so, keep in mind, I know I said this at the beginning of the video, but these are my opinions, so please don't bash me too terribly hard. I can have my own opinions. If you don't agree with them, I'm sorry. You could call me wherever you want. It's not gonna affect me. I don't really care what you call me. Anyway, that's what's going on. And if you notice that the mic sounds different, I actually got a new microphone, and I'm not sure exactly how it sounds. I'm still setting it up. I was trying to mess with it before I recorded this video, and I think I got it just enough. So if you hear a difference in quality, if you could let me know, that'd be lovely. If you want to know the microphone I was using before for like the past year or two, 2 years, sorry, was the Razer Siren USB from Razer, obviously, and it was a decent mic. It got the job done. I just really annoyed from it because it always got unplugged and the cable's really loose, and sometimes it wouldn't work for me, and the quality is still for the price I paid. So I decided to upgrade, and I got Audio Technica AT 2035. So hopefully the sound quality is better for you guys, but you know what? You never know. So anyways, stop complaining about other stuff and talking. We're gonna get straight into this video. So start off with the Black Ops 4 beta. If you want the simple opinion of what I would say, yes, it's a fun game. Now, we haven't seen the whole game yet. We've only seen the multiplayer beta and part of the Blackout beta. So my opinions are still very vague, first off, because if you don't know by now, I'm a Call of Duty fan, so I'm gonna try and find a way to enjoy as much Call of Duties as I can, even if they're awful. Like Infinite Warfare, it was an awful game, don't get me wrong, but I still found ways to enjoy it. So there's always ways to enjoy games, and there's always hate for games. It's Black Ops 4. A lot of people were saying it's too futuristic, which I can see, because they said it was after Black Ops 2 and before Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3 was really the only good, really good game out of the jetpack trilogy, I guess, because there's 3 games where jetpacks. Excuse me. And World War II was just World War II. It was good for the first 3 months, maybe. I stopped playing it the very last video I did on it, so there's that going for it. But Black Ops 4, there's a little bit of hope. There's a new system that they're using, which is the medic system, which is basically you heal yourself. So basically what it means is that you have to heal yourself. You're not gonna auto regen, which I think is a nice change, because it's been the auto regen for the entire series since it came out, and now that you actually have to put effort into doing the right stuff, I think it's a good idea. And with that, it always comes where it's now not if you just shoot first you automatically win, or whoever has the better connection wins. I mean, keep in mind, if you have the better connection, you're probably going to win. But now the tides of gunfights can easily turn. You could start shooting someone, they duck behind cover, heal, and just kill you, and it's gonna piss you off, and it's gonna make you hate the game. but it's a good setup change, because you probably also get pissed off too when you are just running and you get one tapped and you can't do anything because you have to wait 7 or 10 seconds to heal and you lose the gunfight. So I like it because there's now a change in how gunfights work, and you could win it or lose it. You just have to actually use skill now. And yes, I just said skill in Call of Duty, and keep in mind it's Call of Duty, so really just be the better aimer and you should be fine. But yeah, I like that. Then here's the actual health bar, and they upped it to 150, which it depends. I think it works, and I also think it doesn't work, because there's times where I unload a way too many bullets into someone and they're not dead, or if you're like me, I guarantee you a lot of people are like this. They're so used to being able to just shoot them in so many bullets and they just run off and reload and all that. I had the problem where I would shoot someone, then I'm so used to killing them quick, I would just shoot them and stop shooting them, and they would still be alive with like 10 HP. And I'd be like, oh, you're still alive. So yeah, that's happening. Then something I like that they did here is you might think this is awful. A lot of people didn't like it or weren't fans, but with the Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 being right in the middle, a lot of guns are reused. So like the ICR-7 from Black Ops 4, as you can see, it's basically the ICR-1 from Black Ops 3, and I have gameplay of all of it, and I think it's a really smart idea how they did it, because I'll get into it later, but like you have the KN-57, which is basically the KN-94, I think it's called, from Black Ops 3, or KN-44. I don't really remember exactly, but it's one of those two. Then they had a lot of other guns, and I think it was just a genuinely smart move to go, and I know a lot of people are complaining about it. And like they had the Vesper, or they called it the Spitfire in Black Ops 4, but it's obviously the Vesper, you know, that gun that would just unload with firepower into you. Like, you know, the fire rate on it was unbelievable, really bad. Then they had the Cordite, I think it was called. It basically looked like the PDW, or as I used to call it, the POW in Black Ops 2, because when I was a stupid little kid playing Black Ops 2, I never saw that was a D because I didn't pay much attention. I thought it was an O. So I was like, oh, it's called the POW. No, it's called the PDW. Then they brought the AUG back from Black Ops 1 to AVR 223 or 223, whatever you want to call it. And this joint melt is exactly like the AUG in Black Ops 1. It will melt you. And it's really good. If you played the Black Ops 4 beta, that's like the only gun I used. It will melt that armor so quick. So the AUG's back, I like it. Then they had this gun called the Swordfish, which I'm not a fan of it. It's not the greatest gun, but it kind of looks like the M8 from Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2. The M8A7 in Black Ops 3, if you remember, and the M8 in Black Ops 2. You know, that 3-burst gun that everyone used back in the day because it was overpowered. So they had that gun. Then they had a couple other guns like the Titan they used in Black Ops 4. It was, you could basically see it was like the one machine gun that I honestly forget the name from Black Ops 2 because of the blue bullets. That's honestly where I saw it. I was like, oh, yo, there's blue bullets on it. Here's a gun like that in Black Ops 2. So I'm guessing that's reused. I could easily be wrong. Then they had the Paladin HBR-50, which it looks like the DSR-50 to me, or like a heavy sniper rifle, but I just kind of matched it to the DSR-50. Now I could easily be wrong with that. It plays like a DSR-50 in sorts, but it looks a little bit different. I'm not exactly sure about that one, if it was like the DSR or not. They did not bring the ballista back, but keep in mind it's the beta, so the guns are probably gonna be added. Then they had one gun that looked exactly like the Scar. I actually did not get footage of it because I don't think I reached the rank, but they used a lot of guns from Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2. And why I think this is a good idea is because most people are like, oh, they're just reusing old guns. It's just garbage. It's a throwaway game. I think it's smart because it's right in the middle, so they get to use both of them. And like some are upgraded, like, well, they're all upgraded, and it's like, hey, these guns that you love and remember from Black Ops 2 are still here, because it's that time period. And it's Call of Duty, so no one gives a shit about the time. But I like how they did it, because it's right in the middle of the time, so you could use both that and Black Ops 3 weapons. So I really find it enjoyable. Then one of the complaints I actually had was that the graphics look like Black Ops 3. And it's 2018, and I know you can make that look better, obviously, especially on the consoles, the powerful consoles and PCs we have. And it looks like Black Ops 3, which I'm not a fan of. And the only reason I could come up with that is that it could have been like Borderlands, where they kept the graphics the same for the game that's right in the middle of the two games. And I see no point in it, but you know, it could have worked. But yeah, I don't really see why they did that. I would just upgrade the graphics. Now for the maps on Black Ops 4, the beta, they were okay. Yeah, they were basically okay. None of them were memorable, like Nuketown or like Hijack or all of them. They were just maps. They were just maps that any game would have, and you're like, oh, it's that map. And it's the beta, and usually they use the best maps for the beta, and the only map I enjoyed was the last map they put in at like the last day. I forget what it's called, but it almost looks like that one map from Black Ops 2. I genuinely forget the name, where it has the feature. God, what is it called? I know it, but I can't think of it. If you see the map, you'll know it looks like that one map from Black Ops 2. You probably know what I talk about if you've seen the beta, but I genuinely cannot think of the name. So there was that for the maps it was in. Then gunplay, how guns work. I really like how you could really customize them. So like you could put all kinds of attachments on it and use that. And sorry, my throat. I like all the gun attachments you could do to make your gun more powerful or better in any way. Then there's all the other stuff, like they had perks and they only had like 3 of them, and all of them were reused except for one. And like the one that was new was that you could see your teammate through walls. I'm pretty sure I'm using it now in this gameplay. It's called Team Link, I believe. So that was kind of disappointing. But the other things they have was like the tactical stuff. They had the syringe shot, which is basically you heal faster, the normal, and they had some other stuff. But one of the things they need to get rid of, in my personal opinion, is body armor. Body armor was like the pussy move to use. Like, body armor was basically using a riot shield in a corner. It's just like, why? And it makes your health go up to 200, which just means you have to load almost 2 magazines into them. And after using it, it's almost a guaranteed win. And it's basically, if you want to put it into perspective, it's basically like using FMJ in Black Ops 2. So it's like, really, you can't win, so you have to use stuff that make you better. And like, I get there's noobs on the game, but body armor just has to go. And I know everyone was complaining about body armor, so that's one of the main complaints I have for it, was body armor. Like in Blackout there's body armor, and I can see that because it's a battle royale and there's body armor. Like, it makes sense. In every battle royale there's body armor. In PUBG, level 1, 2, 3, Fortnite, you have the shields, which, yes, that would count as body armor. So I think that's why they had it in there, but it should not be in there for multiplayer. So then going on more, the specialist, I don't know why they put them in there. I did not find them enjoyable. They were not memorable, and there was some that made like your streaks come faster and made you get double XP. Then there was just ones that are straight out overpowered, and it's like that again in this game. You have Ruin, who's reused and looks almost exactly the same. He has a grappling hook, and that's probably the most overpowered specialist tool I have ever seen. You could just get from one end to the map in seconds. Then Prophet, he's back again. He has like this little car that should not be in the game. What it does is that it goes up to you really fast. You could hardly see it. It's like a RCXD. Then it just shocks you, and you can't move, and it's just an easy kill. Then with Firebreak, he had like the little radiation device, and it would just basically make it where it's basically like holding. How do I put this? He has a little cylinder, and it puts you on fire, and it makes it where you could hardly move. It's basically the Guardian, just portable. So I feel like specialists should be really redone and all of that. So I still don't know why they put it back in. The only specialist I liked, and I honestly thought was very overpowered, was Recon, just because you could see through walls and tag enemies. It's like the Hater, which they did not add back in, or what do they call in Black Ops 2, the Orbital Strike? I could be wrong, I don't remember too well. But he's basically like that, so have that on the team and game over, you win, you just tag everyone and easy kills. So I genuinely thought he was one of the most overpowered, and he had the sensor darts, which if an enemy ran into it, it'd be like, hey, there's an enemy over here, and put them on the mini-map. Then, actually, speaking of the mini-map, they did a new thing, and I kind of like it. It's like the Fog of War, which, if you don't know what that means, is like only the area around you is lighted. So, the whole map isn't lit up like it normally is. What that means is that you don't always know where enemies are, unless if your teammate starts shooting them and they shoot back, and then they'll pop up, or if they have like cold-blooded or suppressor, they won't pop up. So I like how they did that. They just keep Fog of War. So yeah, it's a new change. It's not really game changing. It's a good touch. And see, that's one of my things about Call of Duty Black Ops 4. They made a lot of good changes that would make the game better, but they didn't make any game-changing changes, if you get what I mean. And that's why I feel like it'll die. Like, not die, but like not be as popular as it could be. And I could easily be wrong. It could easily be like the best Call of Duty out of all the Call of Duties, which honestly it's probably not from what I've played. I mean, it's fun for several hours, but you'll eventually get bored like normal. But you know, it's also the beta. Keep that in mind. And I know everyone's like, oh, the beta means nothing. It's basically the real game. And I like to keep it in mind because it's the beta. They could easily change the entire game if they wanted to. So there's that. And I like what they did. They got rid of campaign, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, because the Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 campaigns were easily my favorites, behind like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. And Black Ops 3, the campaign, it was smart how they did it. Like all the storytelling, you just had to really understand it and really go deep into it. And no one did that because it's a Call of Duty. So I'm not sure if the campaign would have been interesting or not. So that's why I'm not too worried or complaining about the campaign, because it could have easily made it as weird and as difficult to understand as Black Ops 3. But they got rid of it for a Battle Royale. And I want to talk about the Battle Royale. I actually won't be able to play it, and it makes me sad just because I won't be at my Xbox during the time it's out for Xbox. But if it was out for PlayStation, I would have been, or if PlayStation wasn't so special and they could just come out at the same time, I would have been able to play it. God, it pisses me off. PlayStation gets DLCs a month early. They get to play the betas a week early. It's genuinely, I genuinely hate it. I don't know why they do it. Like, I'm okay with like, oh, CWL, they use PS4s, not Xbox. I'm cool with that, but don't just like ruin the experience for Xbox and PC users by making it where PS4 gets everything a month early. Then it basically spoils it for like the DLCs or like any new stuff for the Xbox or PC players. And don't be like, oh, just don't look at any of it. You can't escape it. You have to get rid of all of your social medias. Like Blackout, you've seen it, and you probably half you haven't even played it if you don't even have a PS4. Like, I've seen it, I've watched very long live streams of it, and yes, it looks tremendously fun, and I feel like it could kill off PUBG, because PUBG isn't doing as well as it nearly did. Now, Fortnite, it probably won't kill it off just because Fortnite is free, and the whole world's over Fortnite now. I wouldn't mind if it killed off Fortnite, because personally, I genuinely hate Fortnite. That's a topic for another video, but Blackout, if you watch videos for it, it looks genuinely fun, and that's why I'm okay with them getting rid of the campaign, because yes, I do have a problem with them just trying to leech off other people's success, like Fortnite and PUBG with Battle Royale, but everyone's doing it at this point, and it's gonna die. They're gonna overuse it, which is fine. But it would be nice to have a really fun Battle Royale that you could play over and over and over again, like Black Ops 4. And, you know, some of you are going to be like, oh my god, you're a Call of Duty fanboy, get out of here, you're 12 years old, get out of here. And you know what, that's your opinion. you could love Fortnite and talk all the crap you want on Black Ops. You could do whatever you want. Have your opinion. It's good to have opinions. I'm just stating my own. And you know what? Battle Royale, it could easily, for Black Ops, be the best feature of the game or the worst. I genuinely do not know. Then there's zombies, which we don't really get beta for, because who cares about zombies, am I right? But from the maps we saw, it was like one of the Titanic, then one of like some Coliseum, and I don't like them, personally. The Coliseum one, I don't understand why they did it. I have a couple friends that think the Titanic one's gonna be good, but I just feel like they're gonna spawn you at the very bottom of the actual ship. Then the only training spot is gonna be at the very top of the ship. Then you're gonna have to make your way all the way up there, and it's just gonna be boring. But you know, I haven't seen gameplay of the map, so I could easily be wrong. But yeah, here's all that. But back to multiplayer, the topic of today's very, very long old video. It seems fun. If you haven't played it yet, I would play it before you automatically say no, it's awful, it's terrible, and not get Black Ops 4. I know I know a lot of people hate it, and there's obviously people that just hate it because they feel like they're special to hate on a popular thing to hate on, and if you do it, it's fine, I don't really care. But before you start making all these opinions and jumping to conclusions, play it before you actually do it. Then once you play it, you can say whatever you want about it. And yes, I know people are like, oh, it looks awful just from gameplay wise, and yes, you could just say it's awful just by watching someone play, but I honestly feel like you get a better experience if you play it hands-on yourself. So there's that. So to that one friend that's gonna be pissed off at me, please don't, I'm very sorry, but I'm just telling you the truth. Then there's always, okay, I've been hearing this a lot. They're like, oh my god, Black Ops 4 is gonna suck because all the past Call of Duty suck. But if you think about it, Black Ops 1 was amazing, Black Ops 2 was amazing, Black Ops 3 was the only good jetpack game. It wasn't amazing, but it was good. What makes Black Ops 4 different? I think everyone's just getting mixed up with all the other game producers that made the really bad games the past couple of years, and they think Treyarch's gonna mess it up, and Treyarch usually gets all of it right, and that's why I have faith in them. It's Black Ops. We all love Black Ops, and if you don't like Black Ops, you're lying. Hopefully the soundtrack's as good as Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, but yeah, pretty much that's it. If you want to know if it's a cop or drop, I would probably say a cop at this point. It seems fun, it looks fun. Is it worth $60? I'm not sure if the content holds up for $60, but it's a mainstream game, you're not going to get it for any less, so if you have the chance to play it and buy it, I would. Compared to like Battlefield 5, which personally I don't want to play it because they're just rewriting history, and like I'm cool for all that, but like I can't go into it. Then they have their Battle Royale, and this is what I'm saying, like all the big games are just leeching off Battle Royale. I feel like Black Ops is the only one that kind of got it right, but they shouldn't be leeching off it. So basically, I feel like the multiplayer beta was fun. I enjoyed it. If you didn't, then tell me in the comments, I would read it. If you have opinions about Call of Duty Black Ops 4, leave it in the comments. I would love to read them. Please do not hate on me for my opinions, because then I'd be really sad. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this long video. If you want more videos, which are probably going to happen in the near future if I come up with an idea, and if you want to know the main idea why, or the main problem why I didn't upload for a month, was I've been out of ideas. Then school started up, and you know, time was just out of my place, and yeah, it's been a fun time. Yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will be back for another video sometime soon. And yeah, YouTube, I will see you next time. Goodbye now.